haze got my nigga leaning. Now he swerving. Hit the plug. Free up for another.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so, but here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to wait another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history, one of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, and they look to claim their 6th title, which will tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
But to get it done, they've got to take history and put it in a headlock, because they want to be a team that loses one year, but comes back and wins the Super Bowl the next, and it's only happened 3 times prior. The Cowboys, Super Bowls 5 and 6, the Dolphins in Super Bowls 6 and 7, and most recently, the Patriots in Super Bowl 52 and 53.
It's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Here's Mecole Hardman across the 25 to the 27. Here comes Patrick Mahomes leading out the defending champions. And Patrick Mahomes, of course, the Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season now.
They often say you can't force situations. You just have to let them happen organically. And that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. 4th year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2 more on the ground. He just keeps getting better and better, and every time you watch him play, you want to see more.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Number 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes completes that one to Watkins and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about it, Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First time we get to see the 49ers offense behind their quarterback, now in his 7th season as a pro from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there he is, the man known as Jimmy G, Jimmy Garoppolo, who I thought had a really nice year in 2019. So close to culminating with a Super Bowl title. Accurate with the football, completed nearly 70% of his passes, which was 4th best in the NFL. Nearly 4,000 yards through the air with a team that runs the ball with great efficiency. 27 touchdowns, but in the Super Bowl, didn't quite make the plays they needed down the stretch. But remember, some big wins last year at New Orleans, at Seattle in Week 17, 2 playoff wins. He's continuing to develop as one of the better ascending players in the league.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, they're going to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And just a yard to go here on second down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. And now the kick is away. Here's Richie James on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Garoppolo, 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down at 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Makes it 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own 24-yard.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 24. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing out.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Make sure you count it twice. Make sure you run a free throw, but they never aim it right. Strike, make a scene, home and right. Fuck with her, say goodnight. Roll a J, we alright. Let it burn, handle light. I'm a fiend for this life. We let that trouble. She don't even need me. She don't even need my dogo. She just make it easy. She don't even ask me what for. All that shit cheesy. Let that shit cause she got her own. Let that shit daily. Damn. How you do it? Go ahead, do it some more. She ain't never seen nothing like this.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
So I just go out and get it some more. I don't play, baby girl.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs.
She fine as she can be. She's so smart, she got like 5 or 6 degrees. I believe she done did what she wanted. She flaunted, she flawless. Hop into that whip, she move forward, she focused. Don't bother her, please approach with caution. These flops make her nauseous.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
She just got her side business working 9 to 5 for the government.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
She gon' quench it quick. I hit the rough spots, but I'll be sensitive.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55.
Doobie in the cup, girl, you know what's up.
How you do it? Go ahead, do it some more. She ain't never seen nothing like this. She ain't never seen me before. True love like a pay-as-you-go. So I just go out
A
and
reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
she don't never gotta ask.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings the
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, and they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes now on first down, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. With them losing here in the second quarter, his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? For the best routes in football, hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel, and that's caught inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll bring him back within 4.
21. 49ers 17.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Hardman on the return. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So I start school tomorrow. When I come with a chopped cheese or a bacon, egg, and cheese, don't say PC, bro, PC, bro. No, nigga, don't say none of that to me, nigga. Let me eat my food in peace, you hungry bastard. When I come with a Gatorade or Arizona, don't say, let me get some of your juice. Bro, I'm tired, I just got out of the gym, I'm hot. My nigga, you could die, I do not care, don't ask me for nothing. And y'all dumb motherfuckers, don't ask me, did you get last night's homework, yesterday's homework, last year's homework, don't ask me shit. Should have paid attention in class, you fucking
Harrison, the never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards remain for second down.
What's wrong with me? I just got this necklace from the flea market, and ever since I put it on, it's been doing some amazing shit.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Bitch, you better get up on the money train. Niggas started rapping now, rapping hallelujah. Everybody gonna know my name, the money train.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. But maybe lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I ain't never in your town, then bitch come book me. Far from bricking, no
Now
for blowing
Garoppolo.
and smoking cookies. I'll be that boy.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get it down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out into open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Gold is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. The score, 21, 49ers 20. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, and there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you're not clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, making their way back in. Time left to go ahead and get that victory.
Put a case down, got a shake back. They fucking up the trap. Riding on the game, listening to my rap. Wind him up, I put a pistol to his back. Fuck a job, cause I'm sticking to the trap. Fuck a bitch, cause I stick to the code. Don't give a fuck about the shit that you
So we're
sold.
back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is caught by Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a second down and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's blocked out just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Step on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 27-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
49ers 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. A field goal does them no good. They need a touchdown.
And right now, in his mind, in his memory bank, he's drawing on times that he's done this before. Not necessarily in the NFL. College, high school, pee-wee ball, wherever. Anything positive that he remembers about taking a team downfield with a chance to win, he's going to draw on that for this drive.
I'm sure that these guys live for these moments. Here we go. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Still first down.
Penalty. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Like
13 yards remaining on second down. Again, it's Williams. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They run it again with Williams. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions.
49ers 20.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
She said she wanna zoom to the end to the money. Now these ladies want to move. I'm a bank holder. Give me some room, I cannot breathe with all you people around. Press, while I'm stressing, run my life.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaunt signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Stacking you 2 figures, your girl obey. Everything that I say, she poppin', I don't play. With the government, gotta watch what I say. See y'all creeping, y'all gon' kill me, but that's not today. Rip it over.